we're putting in two different directions right now. Firstly, we have the president at Comic-Con. Now, nobody knows what that's really going to be, but here. So I actually like these posters. I thought they were good, right? I thought they were. I thought they told you a lot more about the characters and were much more expressive about the characters than the posters for the original Jodie run, where she didn't really have an expression on her face. So let's have a look at this. Again, I got to see him in context. What's killing it is I know that's not his costume. I know it's his costume for one episode, right? That's just killing it for me, right? Not in a good way, bad way, right? That's what I think. That's one of the decisions that might really sink it, right? It's actually, I was answering a comment, trying to explain to somebody why. Like, what's the difference this run of Rusty Davis and the last run? It's like Rusty Davis was always political. There's always politics in Doctor Who. What? See, the difference is this: politics now is not the same as it was in 2005 and 2010. Right? Politics now has gone absolutely insane. We have people like Rusty Davis who think it's deeply immoral not to allow children to go on puberty blockers or chemical castration drugs that have not been tested at all, and permanently change your body, like permanently damage your body. They say it's cruel not that. They say it's people like us. They say it's cruel not to have their cock and balls cut off, right? For gender affirming care, even though they've never had sex with it, and they never will. After you cut your dick off, it's kind of hard to have sex with it, right? They say it's cruel not to allow that. They say it's cruel not to allow young girls to have double mammograms, right? And while the other half of politics say, no, that is cruel, right? It's cruel to do that, right? That's why it's so different, right? And there's this intense hatred of the different political views. Plus, the left wingers lost their shit. They're out their fucking minds, mate, right? They are out their freaking minds. In a major way, right? They are they believe in insanity. They think the justice system in America is just, right? As long as they go after Gareth Morgan, not Gareth. I just saw Gareth Morgan. As long as they go after Donald Trump, it's okay. Gareth Morgan, I hope they don't go after you, right? I hope you win at January 6th. It's good. It doesn't need to be hyped. It's good as own merits. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, honestly, I think I don't think The Flash was a bad movie. I found it entertaining. I would say it's one of the best. I compared it to all the other superhero movies. I think it's one of the better superhero movies that came out in the last 5 to 10 years. It really actually is. So that's what it is, right? That it's not that we have political divisions, but it's that we moralize the political divisions and gone insane, right? Gone insane. But anyway, we look, this new stuff for Doctor Who, I find. I can't look at Catherine Tate again the same way until after I saw her on those award shows with her fantastic, and may I say, splendid boobs, jiggling nicely, like two very, very firm giant jellies, right? Oh, how wonderful. I like her a lot more then. David Tennant. Okay, listen, I never really liked his Doctor that much. I mean, I like the writing. And then Millie Gibson, oh man, holding up this production single-handedly, baby. Millie Gibson, very, very, very hot, right? Is he wearing the one ring? No, but apparently the rings are a thing, right? Apparently the rings are a thing. Okay, if he kept this look for the whole season, I'll be like, fine. I like this. This is interesting. This is exciting. This is new. This feels doctory to me. But changing it to a different doctory outfit every fucking week is just annoying. Right. So anyway, the San Diego Comic-Con. We have, so far the presences, we got these giant billboards. That's Lee Binding, the guy who, I think it's Lee Binding, the guy who made this. And they got David Tennant's costume, which I find somewhat underwhelming. But okay, it's David Tennant's costume. Okie dokie. And we got Shooting Atlas costume, which I found a lot more fun and interesting, right? But don't like it too much because it's gone straight away. But the big news, the big reveal that we had so far is the sonic screwdriver. So let's have a look at that. We have downloads. Where are we up to? Sonic Screwdriver. So I found this whole reveal somewhat irritating, actually. I'll be frank. I found it a bit obnoxious because I found it like overly grandiose. And okay, first thing I see is, oh, where this looks like a rejected design from 2005. And if you're going to reveal the Sonic Screwdriver, maybe like let's be able to see what it looks like, and you can't in this video. Here's the thing: it's not bad. It's genuinely not bad, but it's not as wow as this video is making out. See, this is what I mean about hype machine. Although this is actually a very nice bit of CGI. The interior of the Sonic Screwdriver. I actually that I like a lot. I didn't really. I miss it. $14 Sonic Screwdriver. Does that mean it's going to be the 15th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver? I don't think. And you still can't see it. So fortunately, they released some pictures. And yeah, look, okay, it's an amalgam of Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and David Tennant, right? I think the dolls at the bottom remind me most of Capaldi, right? But the top of it, pure Capaldi. The prongs that open up, pure Matt Smith. The coral kind of handle, like everything on the handle, that's David Tennant, right? And no Jodie, right? No hint of Jodie whatsoever, which I find somewhat amusing, right? I do. So straight away, without blinking, the prop was the toy was not prop. The toy was announced, right? This thing is £30. It's selling like hotcakes. It's crashed the character option site, right? It's selling and selling and selling. It can't stop selling. It's incredible how much it's selling, right? And I'm not buying it. I gotta see what it is. If this new Doctor Who shit, I'll get it in about I won't bother buying it, right? Here's the thing: you've lost the sight unseen buy from a lot of people now. So here is it closed up, and again, it's the amalgam of all three. So what does that mean? The back is based on the Masters. That's interesting. Says PD Rich. So here's what I think this means. I don't think this David Tennant Doctor is a real Doctor, right? I've said this for a while. I think he's a Doctor skin over shooting Gatwa, and I think they're going to leave it somewhat ambiguous if Jodie Whittaker wasn't a real Doctor, which is why I don't think a Sonic Screwdriver is represented in this, and that's why the Jodie fans are having a major meltdown, right? So that I think is good news. Like retconning away the Jodie is at the cost of lots of chicks with dicks. I don't know. David Mullen is here. Lovely packaging for the look. That is not $30 packaging. See, the thing about Sonic Screwdrivers, the toys, is they were cheap. Right, they were. Here, can I Google how much does a Sonic Screwdriver cost? How much was a Sonic Screwdriver toy in 2010? Say. No, that's how much they are now on eBay. End of time limited. Doctor Who toys.net. So how they had this? Let me share the screen. Share screen. Chrome Yeah, Doctor Who toys. Used to go when I used to be collecting the toys. I used to go all the time. Nice Sonic Extruder from July 2014. Do we have a? I wonder. Do they have a price on it? It's for ages 5 and up. I can't remember how much they were. That's a shame. I wish they'll say somewhere. I remember they got this one, 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, which was essentially the 11th Doctor one. Do they have the price? Oh, please have the price on it. Here, 1 second. Let's go over here. Sonic Screwdriver toy in 2010. RRP. Recommended retail price. Or retail price? Maybe try that. Retail price. I can't believe of all the things we know about Doctor Who, nobody knows that. Nobody can. I can't find this straight away. Okay, I'm not paying $99 on it for one now. How much was it then? That's what I'm asking. Does anybody know? I don't know. Okay, fine. That won't tell us. Yeah, let's go back to the picture of it. But yeah, look, they were like things that you'll get for your kid. These are throwaway. Well, not throwaway, but they weren't massively expensive, right? They were like a tenner. Sorry, £5 to £10, maybe 15 at the absolute max. £30 is ridiculous, right? £30 is an expensive toy, right? £30. It's like, yeah, I don't. But again, they're selling like hotcakes. But that's the market for it now. Scarily enough. Not the fans. So we got that going on, right? Which should be exciting. But again, for me, it's like, it's okay. It doesn't make me go, wow. It doesn't make me go, I'm excited. And then we have Ollie London. Now, Ollie London, I think, was the guy who had surgery to make himself Korean. And now is not so into the trans movement. Meet the leading cast members of Doctor Who. Ncuti Gatwa will play Doctor Who. He's best known appearing in Sex Education, a series about high school students having sex. And again, look, I know this is talking to a different universe, but genuinely, your life isn't better for having sex in high school or like sex outside of a committed relationship. Your life isn't better for that. It's incredible. Transgender activist Yasmin Finney will play Rose, the Doctor's female psychic. Oh, God. Did you see the this bodybuilder, this trans bodybuilder? Oh, here it is. Like, what the fuck? I hate to say, but like, I mean, really? I mean, obviously he's a woman, right? Obviously she's a woman. Clearly, yeah. I mean, okay. It's the most misogynistic movement the history has ever seen, right? It's just insane, right? It's just freaking insane, mate. We live in strange bloody times. Anyway, so we got that going on, and then where is it? Oh, this is actually here's one I prepared earlier. Where is it? Oh, over here. So then we got this story from Yasmin Finney. Again, this does more damage than are those pictures taken from the premiere of Radia in Tehran? Oh, Tehran. I don't know. I can't touch it. So, like, whatever excitement they get, it's constantly sucked out by Yasmin fucking Finney. Like again, I don't mind they believe that she's a woman, right? I don't mind that, right? I do mind a bit, but I'm like, whatever, live and let live. They mind that I don't believe it, right? They really absolutely mind that. In an interview with the Evening Standard, Yasmin Finney spoke of working alongside Ncuti Gatwa and Doctor Who. So what I think this means is that Ncuti Gatwa, she's going to be, Ncuti Gatwa's going to be at the end of the specials, regenerated, or the Doctor's skin or the David Tennant skin will be ripped off, and it'll be Ncuti Gatwa. So again, I'm like, that sounds like fun, interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing it. In an interview, Yasmin Finney spoke about working alongside two black queer magic actors on screen together. You're not magic, darling. You're a 19-year-old with a penis who wears makeup and dresses, right? It was bound to happen. The universe was bound to connect the lines. I think Rusty Davis was. We're intertwined. I bet you fucking were, mate, right? I bet you fucking were. And I think we complement each other. I bet you fucking did, mate. I bet you fucking did. It's called a reach round. We'll see how privileged we are. We see how privileged we are. Yes, we all see your unrestrained privilege where you can take a shit anywhere you want and say, no, this is my identity, right? Finney stars as Rose in the special Star Beast. Catherine Tate plays Donna Noble in all 60th anniversary specials. And is believed to be playing Rose's mother. I hope this is all going to be taking place in the toy maker's realm. At that point, like, I can kind of live with that. David Tennant plays the 14th Doctor in the 6th anniversary specials. The 14th Doctor is expected to regenerate the 15th. I don't think so. I think changing to 15th, not regenerate. Yeah, I know whether the special, what special she'll meet the 15th Doctor, possibly stars in the 60th anniversary specials. I mean, I guess we'll find out. But like, oh fuck, look, Yasmin, mate, I understand you're only 19, but give it a fucking rest. We're all exhausted, right? We're all exhausted from you constantly screaming at us, right? We're all genuinely exhausted. What's that saying? Come in. Hang on. What's somebody tell me? Oh, somebody. Okay, £15 to £16. Who was that? Just sent that to me. PD Rich. Thank you very much, man. That's from 2016, right? So they doubled in price. I mean, look, that could be the Rishi Sundak economic man. That guy is a cunt. Right, that guy just has cunt dripping off him. Probably, but he is just, and you just feel he's an awful human being, right? I don't know what happened to the Conservative Party. What happened to the Labour Party? Fine, and then we have famous mystery guest star and Colossus tease for Doctor Who's final filming block. Oh, so that's from Doctor Who magazine. We'll be looking at in a minute, right? We'll look at that in a minute. And the other news I'm actually generally am excited about, Babylon 5 coming to Blu-ray. Now, has it been remastered? Because those special effects are a little bit, ropey. Actually, here, I'll show you a clip from the season 1. Now, I think this has been remastered. I'm not sure. It must be, right? Because I can watch it on the screen. There we go. Doink. Babylon 5. They're all MKV files I won't play. Never mind. But yeah, I am up for this. 2020 turning out the year bumpy for Babylon 5 fans. Yeah, not Doctor Who fans, right? This Babylon 5 cartoon looks freaking awesome. Coming out in 3 weeks? Just over 3 weeks? I end of the world or not, I hope it comes out. Night has always had a long-term the Nightingale had always had a long-term devotees. I was gutted the game never came out. They were going to do this very immersive video game, but they pulled the plug on it. I guess because it was running out of steam by that time. 2020 seems to be a turning point. But we have to wait for further news on the proposed remake. No, I don't want a remake, even with JMS doing it. Okay. But he has said that we're getting the road home and late with middle, and also where it's middle but also said that if it goes well, then they'll do more. So yeah, it's it's I believe $99, and nice packaging. I love this show. I just really adore this show. Wasn't directly involved in release. He says so. It's got everything in it. Pilot movie Gathering. I bet it's probably got the new version where they cut out saying that Commander Sheridan was their final commander because he left at the end of the first season. Coming out on December 5th. Yeah. I am so totally up for that. Right. I am totally and utterly up for that.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.